Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus your video game enthusiast, video game developer, and video game analyst. I'm going to have to work on that. I've been working on that, I think, for the past couple weeks. But anyway, yeah, glad to be here Wednesday, middle of the week. Hope everyone's had a good week so far. I know I've been super busy, bunch of different stuff, especially video game dev. As you guys know, I talk about that on here all the time. Hey, JamKillX Ultronimus, good to see you guys. Let's, pull up what I've been playing. I have a bunch of different things going on in my mind. I don't really know where to start, but I feel like this is going to be easy because apparently I haven't played a game since August 23rd. Could that be true? It could be true. I mean, other than the games that I've been making. So I really want to take some time for myself to just get back to playing some games of my own. Which is, it's okay. I remember this happening even when I was working my original job. Yeah, I would just be busy so much during the week that usually during the week I didn't play as much. So there's that. But then I guess what I could do is, before I jump into the news, just real quick, let me double check to see if there's any cool status change to any of the games. Let me show you guys real quick what I've done with Razor Squadron. This one, I'm really into this game, but let me do something. Okay, so you saw this little thing at the beginning I'm testing out. It's doing the chunky, pixelated polygons. It spins. It's an actual 3D object I was able to create. But I've changed up some of the graphics. So my ship, the ship in this is now a full 3D object. Because I was trying to, but I kind of don't like the way it looks like. So you could see, oh, and then the enemies right there, full 3D objects that are spinning. Again, it's not final, but I was like, okay, I can get the 3D object in here. I can get it moving the way I want. Because I really think I have to go through, and like this animation's okay on this little guy here. But also, like you can see my ship itself, it's hard to see because the texture on it is actually way too detailed. And so when making it then low res, it just makes it look like a mess. That's why it's like, I've got the actual 3D moving the way I need. I need to make a brand new texture. So that's where I am with Razor Squadron. Let's see. Did I do anything else with anything else? I don't. I mean, there's actually a lot I've been doing. In fact, let me show you guys in Epic Space Battles. Alternative Exophase has been acting up for me. It doesn't update PSN even after manual update. Interesting. I want to say I ran into that before. I'm gonna have to check. Maybe check their forums. But I'm gonna have to check because I've had that. And I was just doing something about that. I'll get to that later. But so now in Epic Space Battles, hey Edamame, there's now multiplayer. So I think this is the main thing that I feel like that mouse messed up. I don't know why. Anyway, I think having multiplayer in this game is makes more sense than I thought, because it is kind of a simple auto battler type of setup, and it is kind of chill, and it would be fun with another friend to just log into the game, watch your, fleets battle, see who wins the tug of war, because it's like a tug of war based on production. Anyway, I think this is what's going to help make this game, for me, feel like it's worth the $4.99, even though I think at $4.99, of course. But it's just, I don't want to give someone just my, here's my experiment. No, I want this to be fully featured. So the main core game is simple, just two sides auto battling based on production rates. But by having the multiplayer, I think that's going to give people something more to do. Anyway, I'll be testing out multiplayer this weekend. And if any of you guys want to help test, let me know, because that's probably what I need to do. I need to send builds out for tests. In fact, I might even make a demo be a multiplayer build where it's just a 1v1 demo. That might be the way to go. And then Mech Annihilation, I don't know if I talked to you guys about this already. I mean, because I was working on it a lot yesterday, but it's probably just tightening it up. But it pretty much has a whole graphical overhaul, menu overhaul. I'm making things a little more simple on the menu. But then this is a bug, right? This whole you click on campaign and it takes a while. I've come across this often and I never fix it. Okay. So what I will say is, near mechanically, this game is done. And now it's like, let's see, should I change it? No, I'm not gonna change. I just want to be quick. Now it's mainly like going through and like where it has this grid control. I need to remove that text or hide it. For instance, some of the areas the enemies come out, like, it's so funny how this was textured with an image of the texture and not the texture itself. That's just, again, you know, when you're not properly articulating in the agent what you're wanting to do. I think I just sit here and shoot that, and the electricity will just get everything. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much more time on this. I do, however, want to fix the UI. I like the UI, but I think it could be a little more subdued, probably. But anyway, I mean, I have so much done with Mech Annihilation. I would even say it's nearly done. Anyone could really play through the entire campaign. You can unlock stuff. Arcade survival is, you could start on any level, but then it's like endless. It goes to the next level, the next level, the next level, and just keeps going. And then you can set up, how you want your dude before you go into battle. Anyway, I'm really excited about this. My whole thing is, it's like the game is done. All the mechanics, for the most part, there might be some tweaking I got to do, but as I look at it, I always want to, Beam of God. It's a good weapon. It just takes out everybody. And the other one, the other ability is called Mechromancer. It's where you can have robotic enemies that died come back from the ground and fight for you. But it's like, I feel like mechanically this game is pretty much done, but it's really just about how can I go through and make it look like a game that would be released on Steam. I think with my inexperience, there's still, I could see a lot of areas that should be improved just for the production value of someone buying it on Steam. So that's what I'll be working on next. I haven't done anything with the moon. Oh, wait, I'm not even sure you get. Oh, yeah, that's right, because I'm going to move on. But real quick, the Lunar Breach prototype, the moon one, I'm going to change that up. It kind of came to me an idea where the moon, it's almost like Mario Galaxy, where you can just walk around the entire thing. Bigger than a Mario Galaxy thing, but small enough that it's almost like, or maybe not, I don't know. It could be where it's longer or short, I don't know. But the whole point is make it a Metroidvania on the moon, a boomer shooter Metroidvania, where you're walking the surface of the moon, you're going down into tunnels, and basically you can almost like capture or take over the moon. So I think that could be cool. I just like the idea of using the gravity and all that. Traversal wouldn't be a big deal because you could just do moon jumps to get across the lunar surface. Oh, and I added another function for when you're doing the moon jumps. You can hold down B to go down immediately. So, yeah. Yeah, tech romancer. Yeah, that's kind of the idea there. Okay, so let's jump to the news items. It's really only one thing. We had Gamescom opening night live 2026, and that just happened yesterday. And I think ever since I've felt this way for a while, but it's been since the last Game Awards where there's as a game developer, and from what I see, there are so many games out there, so many awesome games that are being made. But what we're seeing at these Gamescom opening night live, the Jeff Keighley things, it's just really a small slice of the gaming market where the executives have enough money to be here. Or it's just someone with a lot of money notices a game that they want to have. Just with all the games they went through and they announced, a lot of it's like, well, what is this other than being a Chinese gacha game? It's like all that is advertising and marketing. It's not like a celebration of this developer is making this game now, or that. I think the closest to that's Mega Man, which Capcom is in a great position right now when it comes to the games industry, because unless you have some sort of identifiable IP, it is really hard to break through at all in gaming right now. So this is like the perfect time where I feel like in the mid 2000s to early 2010s, publishers were sometimes like ignore their old IP to try to do new edgier things. But now that the market is so saturated, visibility is key in order to sell things. So, let's go through this. Worms Galactic Tactics. I'm not going to spend too much time on a lot of this stuff, but if there's something that deserves time, leave a comment if I should break it down or whatever. We've got Train Tycoon. This is stuff that, not saying it's bad, but it's a very mainstream type of game, and there's nothing wrong with that. So here we go. Genizad's Neza or Geniz. Anyway, looks like another one of those action RPGs, probably made by a Chinese studio. Again, nothing wrong with that. Probably good, but this is where the money is right now. Let's see. I've never heard of the developers. Genigod's Lab. Genigod's Lab. Yeah, Chinese mythology. Yeah. Again, headquartered in China. Again, nothing wrong with that. I guess that's just the other thing that you'll see is if a game seems to be coming out of nowhere that we don't recognize, it could, other than it being like an action RPG, it's probably a Chinese game because they have the money and the reach. Arcornia, I got to say this is something with cool artwork, right? Yeah, so this has some cool artwork running around. It looks like it's action heavy. Oh, okay. We'll see. Valor Mortis. This is that first person game. This looks launched on October 13th. I will be playing this. This is an example of it looks like a lot of familiar things, but there's enough unique stuff going on. Tank Rat? I think I missed this, but oh no, I have seen this before. Now, the other thing is I was thinking, is this the same game or a different game? There's a game that came out on Epic Game Store like last year, maybe 2 years ago, that was a tank game like this. But this actually seems to have a little more to it, so it might not be the same thing. It's just it looks similar. Yeah, a lot of it looks similar, kind of like the open world, like running around. Yeah, we'll see about that. Humankind 2, Murals, Age Twisters, Onimusha Way of the Sword, Capcom. Yeah, the Onimusha combat looks really good. It's a step up, I think, for something action fans need to see. So this Mariachi Legends looks cool for a lot of reasons. This is pretty much a Castlevania Metroidvania. And, I have no sort of connection or feels for a mariachi theme thing, but there's just so much Castlevania going on in this, like the type of Castlevania I like, that I think this is gonna be worth playing. So, um, yeah, that's cool. April 2027. Elta. Oh man, like what is this? Sorry. Oh wait, are we getting some action? I mean, that looks fun and cool, but like nothing about that is like, oh, neat game. It's like, okay, another game that does that. Oh, I remember. I thought this looks cool too, but again, another similar style action RPG. But it's always interesting because then you can then play these games that look very samey, and then you play one and be like, wow, actually that Mortal Shell 2, is that what it's called? Mortal Shell 2. I will buy that sometime soon because that plays really good. Some tactics game. You know what? Gears of War E-Day, if I'm not mistaken, was it showing new stuff? Yeah, and it looked way cooler than I thought this was gonna be. Yeah, looking forward to that. And on to this game looks insane in terms of like I probably won't play it. It's like every open world game ever made combined. And every sort of type of thematic approach to plot combined. You have goofiness, you have seriousness. I mean, it's very interesting. It looks like there's so much to this game that I would just be like, that's too much. But I wonder if it's just more of it's fast paced. But again, I want to say this is another Chinese developed game. Again, not a bad thing, but a lot of times they have a lot of gotcha involved or a lot of money for promoting. Silent Hill Downfall. Let's see. Is this the one that's like a first person shooter or something? That's not much on that. I would like to play it. I just didn't beat the last one, even though I really liked it. F? Silent Hill F? Resonance, that looks pretty cool. It looks like, it looks more like a straight up action game. So, with a lot of story, a lot of cutscenes I'd probably skip. Sea of Remnants, interesting. Tides of Annihilation, yet another one of those action games that, looks cool, could be cool, could be a lot of the same. Urban Wuxia GTA. That that makes sense actually. Okay, Mega Man Dual Overdrive. Probably the one of the coolest things shown at the show, and a lot of it, yeah, because this is just old school gaming that I'm into, and they're modernizing it, making it look really cool. I'm glad Capcom's doing that. But that's like obvious for me. Rayman. This actually looks really good. The only thing, and I guess I don't care too much, is it's not using the hand-drawn graphics that we saw previously. Instead, they're going with 3D. But you know what? If the gameplay is there, I think that's okay. It is interesting seeing where sometimes the hand-drawn art looks so amazing that developers were like, yeah, we got to do that to sell, but you wouldn't do it here. So it really makes me think Ubisoft is being careful, like how much money they could possibly make from a new Rayman. Well, I'm sure doing it like this is cheaper than the hand-drawn, cheaper and faster. So we will see. I mean, that latest Shinobi looked great. Let's see. Anything else? Okay. Did I remember seeing this? Okay, this looked interesting because it's like I'm seeing the twin stick shooter thing, and that's something I'm working on right now. And it's, even though I didn't mean to make it a twin stick shooter, but it's like, do people still like to play these? If so, good. Like if something like this that looks like this at Gamescom Night Live, that's great because I like games like this. Really cool. Blood of Dawnwalker, it's probably good. Crimson Desert Enhanced Edition. It's been enhanced enough. Oh yeah, and Exodus. This is that Mass Effect-like game that does look pretty neat. The Warlock Dungeons and Dragons. It looks neat on the surface, but it's not like it's really showing anything that we haven't seen before to be like, oh, this is why I would go for this game or not. Like, this is one that you could probably forget accidentally unless you're like a big Dungeons and Dragons player, and then like you're like, okay, I've been waiting for that. 1001 Threads of Mizan for oh, that's right. I did see a cinematic because they have the flying carpets. Wow, the way the flying carpet action looks in here. I just saw a cinematic. I didn't see actual gameplay, but now seeing gameplay. So this to me is an example of taking something that looks like, well, it's just an action game. Yeah, attack is square, heavy attack, L1 block, dodge, all the controls you would expect and that I like. But I think what they've done here special that then will make me remember this is the magic carpet thing. Quickly getting on a mountain, moving around. That could be as simple as what they do in, Destiny and all that. But this will, yeah. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. Big areas fighting big monsters. Neat. Let me check something out. Curious who the developer is. MBC Game Studio. Okay. Just, I don't know if that's it, but is it just, here we go. This is it. So is it just an overall, NBC group, and then they just have a bunch of, Saudi Arabia. It's one of those things, which, again, I'm not against the whole Saudi Arabia thing. I think it's one of those things where, in Saudi Arabia, they're giving a lot of money to game development. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but they're doing it in a way where it seems to be, we'll let the developers do whatever they want, which, I don't know. That's what happened with Xbox, and it didn't work out. Okay. Silver Palace, this looked interesting because it's like Resident Evil, but anime and realism. So this looks really good. How they're making the anime characters look realistic. Like, are we seeing... Oh, it's coming to mobile also. It's like, are we seeing a real game? Is there any AI? Which it's fine. I would hate if the trailer is AI. I wouldn't mind if it's like the stuff in it to make it look this way is done with AI, because that does look pretty interesting. Let's see. Metro. Hitman with Snoop Dogg. Aeon 2 looks neat. I think it's a massive multiplayer, so I'm probably not going to jump into it unless it's just something awesome. I don't remember seeing this, but it didn't even really show anything, so... Okay. Petite Planet, Mugenics, Aliens, Fire Elite 2. Okay, or Fire Team Elite 2. They forgot the aliens. So, I haven't really talked about Fire Team Elite or Fire Team 2, Fire Team Elite 2. Here's the thing. I've been reading a lot about it, and it seems like they just took the engine from the first one and just slapped together new scenarios to make a sequel, and it's $50. A lot of people saying it's not worth the $50. This is something that came out of nowhere, and then... okay, it went from mostly negative to mixed, so that's good. Oh, okay. 5 missions. The game has a list of what looks like 5 missions. When you unlock them, it's 5 chapters with 3 missions each. The game actually has 15 missions. As far as the gameplay itself goes, it's basically the first game with some more customization. 4-player co-op and more enemy variety. Haven't had any bugs. Haven't had any bugs. Shouldn't it be full of bugs? Get it? Okay. Um, Interesting. Same gunplay feels the same. Micro stutters, no texture, jank, Oblivion cutscene. So this might be more of a purchase when it's on sale. Oh man, I love Aliens. I love this whole thing, but even the first Fire Team Lead, I was just like, it's okay. Yeah, that 1666 Amsterdam looks cool. It might be way too story heavy for me, but it's apparently up right now, early access. Show American Story. I did not look at anything else other than that first trailer release. Was that a mechanic? Yeah. Okay, this looks cool. Okay. Yeah, and I would say you don't see a lot of these action games that I was talking about, action RPGs, as like American, or is American the word to use? More of a modern Western setting, I should say. So that's pretty cool that's doing that. Road Keen Stage Tour, it's another Guitar Hero. They're going to sell instruments. But I think I'm done with that. Crazy Taxi, that was awesome. I was working on the game, and then I heard Bad Religion music, and I was like, what? And sure enough, can't wait. Turok Origins looks good. Gravhounds. Now, this is funny because this looks like everything else. Again, the co-op, go out, shoot, upgrade, choose from 3 things, except that you're dogs. So is that like the thing? You're like, let's make it like any other game, but you'll be dogs. I don't know. I'd have to see reviews. There's like nothing. Okay, Skylines. I didn't. So Skylines. I mean, it's pretty much going to be a Sim City, right? Let's see. Oh, Exterminats. I did not see that. It's another Starship Trooper inspired game. Let's look at that real quick. And oh wait, no, that's Exterminats. Oh, it changed. Okay, so I was like, wait, is this a 40K thing? But it's not actually. Here we go. It's a co-op third-person PvE shooter. So again, a lot of the same things. I mean, I do like the look in terms of it being this futuristic sci-fi alien thing that doesn't look too like goofy. But you know, it reminds me of what they're adding in the new Horde mode in E-Day for Gears of War, where, you know, there's like objectives to do within. Keep an eye on it. Developer. Behavior Interactive. Interesting. Is it the Dead by Daylight people? Because if so, I think they got the pedigree to pull it off. Path of Exile 2, here's Might Magic 3. That looked pretty neat, actually. No Law. This looked interesting because I was like, what's so unique about this? And I think it was this. Just an old school 80s style action guy. And I'm glad that they're showing him on the cover. And it's, you know, it's not like an actor or anything. That's pretty neat. Okay. Let's see. Cinder City. I don't remember seeing this. Very story heavy. Ontos. Pony Island 2. Zoo Punk. Okay. I think I've seen this before, right? They've shown this, but it's like the weapons, the combat, that does look pretty cool. But we'll see. Defiant, like or Die, yeah, that looked like one of those. The Witcher 3 thing is neat. So there's going to be a remastered version that's free for everyone that has The Witcher. And they have the new DLC coming out. I feel like this is a perfect reason for me to get back into it because I've never beaten a Witcher game. I played them a bit. So that was, I don't know if that was it, but there's a lot of what came out of Gamescom. To be honest, not a lot of interesting things. I mean, if we look at that, other than maybe Capcom, I feel like we don't see a lot of developers we used to see. We don't see a lot of game styles we used to see. So, I've accepted it. The past 5 years more, gaming has kind of changed pretty much. So, still a lot of cool games out there. It's just the indie space is where to look. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna. Edamame, now I can finally finish Witcher myself. Yeah, I don't think I've finished any of them. Oh, that's right. There was that FF7 thing. Wasn't it the last thing they showed? It was the Revelation, I guess. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna head out. That was a lot of fun. I'll be back later tonight on Steven's channel for Midnight Hatter Live. So, yeah. Until then, have a good one, and we will talk later. See y'all.